Hey everyone. So I've really been enjoying using the little Insta360 GO 2, but in my first look video I barely scratched the surface of everything it can do, so I thought I would do a little follow-up talking about the 10 things that I didn't mention or show in the first video. So number one, I thought I would show the app and how the app works and how you transfer files over and some of the basic capabilities of that. And the first thing to note is that you don't need the case to connect to the app. You can just connect directly to the camera. So if we press the little Wi-Fi button, first you'll see that this vibrates. First it does a little Bluetooth connection, and then it will ask for Wi-Fi permission. And the whole process takes about 10 seconds, I would say. There it is. And now we can transfer the files from the camera, or you can also look at a live view. So there, get a preview of what the camera angle is, and we have this set up in Pro mode so you can see the horizon is staying locked while the hexacopter is rotating around the axis, so that's pretty cool. And then along here you can see all of your important options like your resolution, aspect ratio. You can switch to a vertical, and then here you can change the field of view from wide, and action view, which adds in some vertical field of view, so it's kind of distorted but shows you the most information. And then you've got a linear view, and then finally a narrow view, which crops in a lot, but that'll give you also the most stabilization. I think wide is the best option. And here you can choose 50 or 30 FPS, and 3 different color profiles. And then here you can set your recording time all the way up to 30 minutes as promised, and as low as 15 seconds. So that's a quick look at the app. Works very well. Okay, and number 2, the second thing I didn't mention is the onboard storage of the camera, which I think is on paper 32 gigabytes, but it's about 28 gigabytes of useful memory of onboard storage, and that's all you have. There's no way to add memory to this. So based on my rough calculations, you can do about 40-45 minutes of recording using the onboard storage. So I think that's plenty, considering most clips are probably going to be less than 5 minutes long. And then the third thing that I didn't really mention or talk about was the built-in sound from the microphone. So I think what I'll do now is I'll record a clip here at the workbench, and we'll compare the sound to the microphone. So now I'm recording this clip, and here's the sound from the Insta360 GO 2's built-in microphone. Testing. 111, wee. Okay, here's a sound check. And then one thing I failed to mention was that there's actually the camera itself is magnetic. I think I mentioned that that this case was magnetic, but I think maybe there's just a piece of metal in here. The camera itself is magnetic, so you can just stick this onto any compatible metal surface, and it makes for a very handy way to mount this. And the next thing, I think we're up to number 5, is I didn't mention the magnetic pendant that comes with it, and this is just like the one that came with the first 360 GO. So you just wear this around your neck is the most likely scenario, and then this is underneath your shirt, and then the camera will magnetically stick to this little pendant. And today I just tried an example where I'm just washing the car. And while I was at the car wash, I tried a couple of other things that I didn't mention. Number 6 is that the camera is waterproof, I think up to 13 feet. So it can definitely survive a splash in the water, or you can submerge it just a little bit. And then feature number 7, the camera will do slow motion, 120 FPS. And number 8, I didn't really show any examples of the very tiny shots that you can get using this, so here's a little tiny shot. And number 9, I didn't show any low light footage, so you can see how grainy or how noisy it might be in low light. So here's a little, just a quick low light example, just walking around. And finally, number 10, I thought I would show how those actual color modes look full screen, so you can see how the different color modes look between the log, vivid, and standard. Anyway, that's it for this one. 10 things I didn't mention in the first video. And if I don't do any follow-up videos on this, I'll certainly be using this to capture flights, and probably just using this as a general kind of B camera, an action camera. I think it's really good. The picture is more than good enough for me, and I like all the stabilization options. So, nice little camera. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.